Sleaze presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Big news for fans of Outer Banks. Netflix has renewed Outer Banks for its 5th and final season. Yeah, they made the announcement just before the premiere of part 2 of season 4.
It's about 3 seasons too many, in my opinion. I just lost.
I kind of like it. It's like a Hardy Brothers thing for me. I like it lightens up the mood with all the dark stuff I watch.
I liked the first couple, and then I just fell off.
Now, I don't know if you follow Kevin Bacon on socials, but I follow him on TikTok and on Instagram. It's always a family affair. He and Kira Sedgwick are going to bring their unique dynamic to the big screen. Here's their new project, Barnes. It's called Family Movie. It's a horror comedy, but they're bringing their kids in on it, Travis and Sosie.
Why are they bringing their kids into a horror comedy?
Well, Sosie's an actress. Travis is in like a metal band. It centers around a family of filmmakers who stumble into a real-life horror scenario on the set of their low-budget slasher film when a body is discovered. As chaos surrounds them, the family must return to drastic measures to conceal the crime and continue filming.
Tell me what kind of movie that is?
It's kind of like a horror comedy.
Okay, horror. At first you said a horror comedy.
I did not.
That's what I heard.
Horror. I have a hard time with R's. Remember, I can't say the word rural.
I just thought it was a weird mix. I was like, this could be interesting. but, okay, it's a horror comedy. Got it. Check.
You better now?
Yes.
Okay, congrats to Margot Robbie and her husband Tom Ackerley, welcoming their new baby boy into the world. No name yet. I like this. Tom Cruise is reportedly pushing for a sequel to his 1999 film Days of Thunder.
Wow.
I guess he wants to replicate the success of Top Gun Maverick. I actually think it's a great idea.
But was that movie that big, Days of Thunder?
I don't remember. 1990. Let's look it up.
I mean, it was big, but let's see. Days of Thunder box office.
Days of Thunder, Tom Cruise.
That one did $157 million against a $60 million budget.
Maybe now, with his cachet.
Well, and with racing being bigger than ever, yeah, that could be good. Good call. Good call, Tom.
I think you're going to like this. Todd Phillips, from the Joker franchise and the Hangover fame, he was talking to a bunch of industry peers about, the future of moviegoing. He didn't shy away, though, from suggesting some improvements in the theater. I think you're going to like this. He said, "We've paid for our tickets. We're excited to be there. The commercials tend to take away the air out of the room." So he is suggesting taking away the ads in the theater. I love that because sometimes it takes up 5 minutes.
Well, the theaters are hurting and they need that income, so I don't know if they're going to be thrilled to hear it.
You think that's going to happen? I don't know.
It's gotten worse and worse. Like it's just so long. It's like 15 minutes or more before a movie starts.
Way too long. In a recent interview, this is the long-running joke, Hugh Jackman weighing in on the ongoing playful feud between his longtime friend Ryan Reynolds and Martha Stewart. Because you remember Martha said that Ryan's not so funny in real life. Reynolds later responded with a comment on Twitter, X, saying, "Thank you, Martha, you're unexpectedly spry." And then Hugh Jackman weighed in saying, "Finally, someone says it." It's kind of just an ongoing little rivalry between Martha Stewart, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman.
She said it on this game show that's on an app. Remember that app that everybody was all into at one point? I forgot what it was called. You answered a question late in the evening, maybe like 7 o'clock. You would have to log in.
What was that called?
I forgot, but it had a whole documentary about it. But this is a new one where they pay your rent. I think it's by Built or something. I've just seen passing pieces of it, and she was a guest on it, which is so rando, but that's where she said it.
That's really funny. Billy Crystal, he's on a new show on Apple called Before, but he was recently asked, when Harry Met Sally turned 35 this year. Can you believe it turned 35? It was released in 1989. Billy was asked where Harry and Sally would be today, and where's that white chunky sweater he wore in the movie?
Oh, they're definitely together. Probably had 2 or 3. I think they're empty nesters now and falling back in love again in a different way.
You recreated that look last year with the chunky white sweater and the jeans.
I keep clothes from movies, and I had that sweater, and I don't know what I did with it. I gave a lot of clothes to the theater department at UCLA, and I have a feeling it's there. So if anyone is looking through the wardrobe department at UCLA and you come across this ivory-colored cable, would you call me? Because I'd like that back.
I mean, what a movie. 35 years old. I love this. Reddit asked to rank the best series ever. So all the Reddit users got on there, and I'm going to give you the top 10, but I'm going to ask you to try to guess 1 and 2, which I'm like dead on 100% on this. Number 10, Band of Brothers, which was epic. Number 9, which I thought would be higher, The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah, that's low.
Battlestar Galactica at 8, never watched. Number 7, Sherlock. Did you watch that?
Nope.
How about Arrested Development? That came in at number 6.
Man, that is a fan favorite, but it just didn't make it. They kept trying to save it, but no, I never watched it.
I love Jason Bateman. Number 5, Doctor Who, which I never watched, but I know that, critically acclaimed. Number 4, Firefly, which came in out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's rand.
Number 3, The Wire.
Oh, I always heard that was such a great show and never got into it.
Okay, what do you think number 2 and number 1 are?
Where's like Seinfeld? Where's Friends? Where's Breaking Bad?
You're very close, because, Number 2, you never watched. Hands down, I agree with Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I tried. Too violent for the household. They would not pass it.
And number 1, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, always on these lists.
The greatest series finale ever. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.